Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Happy Monday. It's a great week. The S&P 500 closed pretty flat today, up almost 0.1%, but it was within 2% of its all-time high, which is pretty miraculous since we still don't have really any trade deals except the quasi-trade deal with London. So why is the market up so much? Well, it has a lot to do with the fact that the U.S. and China delegates are in London right now, and they had a big day of talks today, and they're going to talk more tomorrow, and they're going to try and get it done, get a deal done. Now, we've had a pretty big rise from our bottom, and granted, I think a lot of this bottom was just really overdone, people kind of losing their minds a little bit. But we've had this big rally since then. Now, the big rally was pretty predicated on the idea that, hey, some sort of deal is going to get done and it's going to be good. So that's kind of like the buy the rumor scenario, even though it's not really a rumor, but it's some wishful thinking, or some people call it hopium. And that's kind of what we've got going on here. And once the deal gets signed, well, then what happens? Well, there's this phrase, buy the rumor, sell the news, where a lot of times when there's a rumor or there's this anticipation leading up to something, the market sort of gets ahead of it. They buy it up, buy it up, buy it up. And then once it actually happens, all the money's already in and it can actually go down. Could that happen this time? Well, not to use one of those trader idioms that is actually sort of, seen to be not true, but I think it's different this time. So what's different about it this time? Well, this time we really just don't know what the deal could be. The deal could be, hey, there's no tariffs and everybody opens up their borders and, rainbows and unicorns and leprechauns prancing around, throwing their gold to everybody. Could be that. Probably won't be. Or it could be draconian. Hey, we've reached this deal. We're only going to put a 50% tariff both ways. And if that's the deal, that's not good. We don't know what the deal is going to be. So because of that, we could end up in a situation where it's buy the rumor, buy the news, and we take off to the upside from here. Now, we are at a pretty high P ratio for the S&P 500 right now, so it's unlikely we could really take off super high and stay there. We could take off super high in the short term, which would probably be a pretty good put buying opportunity. But we could get some direction to the upside if it's a better trade deal than what people have in their mind, but it's hard to have anything in mind. We just really don't know. There's just so much uncertainty. So heading down, what could lead to that? One of those deals too, where it's just much more draconian and much more trade constricting than people think it might be. Not that we have a lot of reason to think one way or the other what it might be. Hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.